So this is a great question. Hands down, without a shadow of a doubt, being fit for longevity is my priority.
High level intense training is never good for longevity. Performance enhancing drugs are not good for longevity. Weighing over 250 pounds is not good for longevity, all of which The Rock is and The Rock does. So guys, I want to do a quick reaction to Dwayne Johnson video. He's going to talk about what he eats. I think he also talks about his plans in terms of longevity. I thought it was all a little bit hypocritical. At least the clips I've seen. I haven't seen the whole video, so I'm going to stick it on now.
About what I eat, so let's dig in. Here's what my current approach to eating looks like. If I like it, well, I'm gonna eat it. I am a real creature of habit when it comes to my diet.
I just need to jump in there a little bit. Like, The Rock is great, but like a lot of the stuff he says is quite hypocritical. Like, if I like it, I'm gonna eat it. He's not gonna eat it if he likes it. Like, look at him. He looks like a rock. He is The Rock. He's shredded. I mean, like, yeah, he's obviously taken whatever he's taken in terms of anabolic steroids, but you still need to be super strict with your diet. Yes, he has his cheat meals, probably only once a week, but he's not going to eat it if he likes it, if he likes the look of it. Like, come on, man. You're better than that.
I usually eat the same thing every day for days and weeks and months. It's very consistent. It's very boring.
So...
It's also extremely disciplined, and that's something that I picked up from my old man, who was a hardcore gym fanatic. He was one of the first professional wrestlers who had a bodybuilder's body. So he taught me very early on not to eat to please the tongue, but eat to nourish the body.
That's more The Rock we know and love. Like, exactly. Don't eat to please the tongue. Eat, stay disciplined. That's what's going to bring you far. Not eating whatever you like and whatever you see.
He taught me that when I was 5. It's probably why I need therapy. I do have specific approaches to counting macros. I have found over the years that the best strategies are often the ones that you never feel like you're hungry. There's a handful of chefs who I work with.
I need to say a little word on that. That is absolutely key. The best strategies are the ones that you never feel hungry. Having a sustainable diet is absolutely huge. I cannot promote that. I cannot advocate that enough, how much having a sustainable diet, one that you actually are able to stick to and one that you actually enjoy, is so important. And it's how you're going to stick to it and how you're not going to go and eat, like, I don't know, you end up eating really well for, let's say, 2 weeks, and you're eating like really small, low amounts of chocolate, like maybe once every week. You're super good. You're not drinking any fizzy drinks. You're not having anything bad. And then all of a sudden, I'm sick of this. Let's pile it all back on. Like, what he's saying is a good idea. I assume he might say something slightly different to me now, but something that you enjoy, something that you can sustain, something that is healthy, but also enjoyable.
And I have one advisory chef who speaks to them, who works very closely with my strength and conditioning coach, because I am in different locations often throughout the year around the world. So they work out all that math. They're much better and smarter at that than I am. I'd
say he's pretty good at it anyway himself. At this point, like, when you learn, as when you've been doing something for so long and you get so good at it and so consistent with it, you learn the tricks of the trade.
6 meals a day, so I don't really have breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Although I have breakfast, that's always my meal one, but everything else will fluctuate. My breakfast consists of eggs. It consists of a meat, and that is either a bison or a steak. It also consists of oatmeal. It could be brown rice cereal with a little bit of fruit. Usually it's either papaya, which I love papaya, or some blueberries, and that will be breakfast. My second meal of the day, which usually I eat around 10, 11 o'clock, that's what I consider my lunch. Usually consists of complex carb, like a rice, as well as chicken breast. I'll have some greens. I'm eating that after my workout. And my dinner could consist of either a fish or a chicken or a buffalo or a steak. And again, some sort of complex carbohydrate.
This is great. Like, these are all healthy foods, a lot of protein, nice balanced diet. And while he eats a lot of meals every day, you don't have to do that. Fasting is fine. What has been proven, and in multiple meta-analyses, is that it doesn't really matter whether you have 3 meals a day, 4 meals a day, 5, 6, 7, 8 meals a day, 1 meal a day, as long as you're able to get in the required nutrients, the required macros, micros, it's going to be fine. So do not worry about eating like The Rock or the same amount as The Rock, or like whether your diet is keto or not, or like you're fasting. As long as you're hitting your targets, then you're going to be fine.
And a green. My go-to comfort food would have to be cheeseburger. Sometimes it's a double cheeseburger. I need some bacon on there. I need some avocado. Starts with a good, big, fat-ass bun. French fries are important. Sweet potato fries, too, as well. And I need some sort of sweets, sugar at the end of that. Usually some sort of cookies, maybe even a crumb cake. Yeah, those are my favorite ones. That's a great question. I never eat in the iron.
Just one thing to add on top of that. If you're eating like the good stuff and a lot of the good stuff every day, you got to be really careful. We got to remember that The Rock is taking performance enhancement drugs, and that's going to allow him to actually obviously burn calories a lot more easily. It's going to allow him more luxury than the average person in terms of eating junk food. Now, obviously, he doesn't eat that much of it, but keep that in mind.
Iron Paradise. Even though the gym is equipped for that, every time I get in the Iron Paradise, it's time to rock and roll, it's time to train. My favorite carb is white rice or sweet potatoes. My sushi order, I like rolls and I like fun rolls. I love getting like the turquoise blast roll. I mean, whatever the fun rolls are, because usually when I'm having my sushi, that's usually my cheat day. So I like to just go for it.
That's fair enough, but sushi is very good for you. I mean, it's fish.
A complicated relationship with bread. But it's a wonderful relationship. I will try anything on bread. I believe bread goes with everything. Much like how I thought I was with women in high school. I went with all of them. Ooh. The best food smell in the world is something on an open flamed.
Oh, yes.
I love that. If I had to choose one go-to protein, buffalo.
Just regarding protein, I made a video recently where I said I need you to keep this in mind, that animal protein is generally regarded as a higher grade or level of protein, and it has been linked with better muscle building gains when compared to taking vegan protein, pea protein, soy protein. Now, I know a lot of vegans are going to be quite unhappy with me for saying that, but I mean, that's the literature at the moment. I mean, if you can provide me with something to disagree with me, I'm happy to look at
it. I bet you Helen Mirren could down a whole bunch of coconut banana pancakes with me. I just got a feeling. She's my kind of gal. Dwayne Johnson was an omelet. First would have some onions, some ground up buffalo or ground up sirloin. A little bit of bacon will go in there, a little bit of avocado, a little bit of peanut butter. Don't judge me.
Oh yes, I am a fan of the peanut butter, 100% peanut butter that is. And I mean, you know, you're getting quite a healthy choice of food. Peanuts, I know, as I just said, it's a good source of protein, and as I said, not as good as meat-based protein, but a healthy option. High in calories, yes, but if you can control the amount that you use, it's quite a satiating food. So something to try, but you got to be really careful with it that you don't lather on too much of it.
My last meal on earth would be
pancakes. I was gonna say
double dough pizza.
Oh, no.
One half of it
Pizza.
pineapple and bacon, and the other half pepperoni.
Italians won't be happy with.
So this is a great
pineapple
question,
option.
hands down, without a shadow of a doubt, being fit for.
Let's go back here.
So this is a great question, hands down, without a shadow of a doubt, being fit for longevity is my priority. And again, it started way back.
Now, come on, like, if let's be honest here, this is quite hypocritical. If his priority was longevity and not being fit for the job, I mean, he wouldn't have hammered himself as hard as he admittedly did for Black Adam and all the other roles that he does. Definitely, like, surely he's going to be increasing the amount of performance enhancement drugs, whatever it, I don't know exactly which one it's going to be, what type of anabolic androgenic steroid that he's going to be taking. It's very hypocritical because, I mean, he's obviously added on X amount in terms of dosage, training super hard, day in, day out, twice a day, I think he said. I don't want to get his numbers wrong, but I'm pretty sure he was training at least twice a day for Black Adam. Heavyweight training, and if not heavyweight training, intense weight training. And intense weight training all the time does not coincide well with longevity. Weight training is great for longevity in moderate to mildly intense doses, but like high level intense training is never good for longevity. Performance enhancing drugs are not good for longevity. Weighing over 250 pounds is not good for longevity, all of which The Rock is and The Rock does. So, I mean, it's pretty frustrating when he goes ahead and says these kind of things, and it's very hypocritical. I jumped a little bit there. Let's give him a chance to see what he has to say.
When I was a little boy, my dad used to take me to the gym at 5 years old, and he used to tell me, you just sit and you watch, and that's what I did. And then when I started working out on the weights, my dad was the one who started to expose me to the importance of training and doing my best to...
I've heard that's The Rock when he was 15. Insane. I don't know how true it is, but...
follow a very strict, regimented, disciplined diet. So that all came from my old man, and I apply that today. So my priority is longevity. Do I ever eat?
Well, if that is his priority, let's see what he does going into the future. Let's see if he actually does maintain that, because if his priority is longevity, he's going to have to lose, like, I mean, at least 40, 50 pounds. If we're being realistic, gonna have to lay off whatever performance enhancing drugs he's taking. I'm sure he ramps it up for a movie and then cuts it back down, so maybe he's already doing that, and then easing a little bit off the weights and increasing the level of cardio that he does. I'm not entirely sure how much cardio that he does, but I can imagine he does more weights than he does do cardio, and cardio is highly correlated with longevity and living longer. But again, it does depend on like how hard you're actually pushing yourself. If you're smashing yourself every day, yes, you're going to get more fit, yes, you're going to get stronger, you're going to look a lot better, arguably look a lot better, but you're not adding years to your life that way. You're adding years to your life by moderate to moderately intense training, combining weights with cardiovascular training, and keeping your body weight at a respectable level, not too heavy, not too light. Anyway, the last thing he's gonna say: do you eat in bed? Would you kick him out of the bed for eating chips? Probably not. Everyone loves The Rock. Sexy man.
In bed. I do eat in bed, just not food.
Woo!
So that is a little bit of my philosophies. Hope you found it somewhat informative. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you down the road.
But look, at the end of the day, I mean, The Rock, he is highly influential. Like, I love the vast majority of the messages he puts across. Like, I feel like he just needs to be a little bit more honest with people and like stop, spewing a lot of the false information that he does. But I get that he has to do it to maintain a certain look, but I mean, it leads people to believe that certain things that are not possible are actually possible. Anyway, not a bad guy nonetheless, and he's done very well for himself. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed that video, and until next time, goodbye and good luck.